Willie Chapman is 40 years old. He lives in Las Vegas, and he installs washers and dryers part-time. He's also a professional boxer. A boxer loses more than he wins. He's lost 29 fights, been knocked down dozens of times, and often fights on short notice because a boxer backed out and some contender needs a new opponent. With 10 children and 3 states to help support, he needs to keep boxing, even as his dream of a championship belt recedes. Each fight brings in a few $1,000s, which helps him pay child support and travel costs to see his kids. But with every fight, the risk of brain injury continues to grow. Despite what we see on TV, the reality is that most boxers aren't like Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. Most boxers are like Willie Chapman.
These guys have well-known, well-experienced guys that have sort of made a career out of being what some people call professional opponents. We'll see. These guys, both of them need a win desperately, so we'll see who's hungrier tonight.
Of course, Willie Chapman doing his shuffle around the ring.
Well, it's a break-dancing kind of night, isn't it?
It sure is, as Willie Chapman showing us the shuffle here. No, they go in there, they're brought in there to be punching bags. They're brought in there to not box too hard or else they get sent home. As Marvin Hagler once said, we bring our sparring partners in a jet plane, but we send them home in a bus if they beat us too good in the ring. Chapman will not be denied. He's really hungry tonight. He's got 10 children to feed at home. And Willie Chapman knows that's a lot of bread to put on the table, and he's looking for the bread tonight with an impressive victory over Ramon Hayes.
What about the sacrifices and paying the price?
And a huge right hand by Chapman really staggers Hayes, and now Hayes on wobbly feet. He looks like he's about to go down. We just said this fight may end early, and now Chapman really has Hayes stunned, guys. I got to tell you, it may not be long. And there's a huge overhand right by Chapman, and now Hayes is wobbly on his feet, and Russell Mora jumps in. Unbelievable. And Wreckless Willie Chapman really coming through with an impressive.
That is the show we wanted to do. And that's a great fight.
TKO victory, Wreckless Willie Chapman.
I never thought I'd love Vegas. I've been fighting here at the Orleans for going on 11 years. Every day behind boxing. Everyone should do boxing.
Wreckless Willie Hayes here on Crown Boxing.
Everyone, your wives and their children, do boxing.
It's a sport he obviously feels very strongly about.
Guys, and when you see a guy like that give it his all, it's really hard not to love the sport of boxing.
That's right. And
Those 10 kids are real happy right now, and I think they're gonna eat pizza and McDonald's maybe.
it sounds like the bread may have some cheese and sauce on it tonight, folks, because Daddy's coming home with a big bread basket. An impressive win by Willie Chapman.
2 months later, Willie fought Franklin Lawrence to a draw. He was disappointed and argued that he had been robbed by the judges. Then suddenly he got a break in an International Boxing Association title fight. It's a minor boxing league, but fights like these are the lifeblood of the sport.
If one shot, you ain't getting a second shot, I don't know who you think you are, at life. If one shot, you may come back as a toad or a frog or something, but hey, or a dog, but you're in trouble then. Having no savings and being almost 40 years old by April 4th, I'll be in a lot of trouble. However, I'm not worried about it. God will provide, and at the same time, I will find a way in war, as I've always. Even if I have to fight 14 more fights and make others laugh or revere at what I've done in the ring. What it is I'm in there trying to do, which is entertain them. They don't care about just a person getting a higher level. I hope that I throw the punches in the most spectacular ways, as well as move in fashions that, just have not been seen, just have never been seen. I got kids, and the kids that I have, from day one when I was 14, I had wrote up most of their names. Of course, I thought they were all going to be by one mother. My kids are it. They're the it. To me, they are the stars and the moon and the sun. And without them in this galaxy, I have no reason, would not care to be a bunch of minerals or iron or anything in existence myself. I've been called as short a notice that they possibly could call me so that I would not be prepared to fight the fight. So then when you talk about money and when you talk about what a person deserves, obviously you have to say exploited. Not to say anything against the capitalist system, which has a lot of pluses to it, but oddly enough, for a few and not for everybody. And definitely in a situation where, you know, everything seems to be rigged when it's not for you. I just simply want to be able to use these. I want to use these to continue my thrust forward.
Introducing Wreckless.
To a regular man, I look like shit. No. Fuck.
That's not what I'm saying.
Damn it! Hey, I need a job. If anybody's hiring.